Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are going to unlock some real superpowers that Python gives you to control and, totally wrangle any piece of text.
You've totally been there, right? You get some data, and it's just a mess of weird capitalization, extra punctuation, random spaces. It can feel like a nightmare to clean up.
Well, what if I told you that Python has this incredible built-in toolbox just for solving these exact problems? They're called string methods, and honestly, they're your secret weapon for taming any kind of text. So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the one single rule you absolutely have to know. Then we'll dive into all the fun stuff, changing how text looks, pulling it apart, and even asking it questions. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the single most important idea for handling strings in Python. Seriously, once you get this, everything else just clicks.
And that rule is that strings are immutable. Now, that's a bit of a fancy word, but all it really means is that you can't change them. Once a string is created, it's basically locked in, set in stone.
And this is the absolute key takeaway right here. String methods never, ever change the original string. Think of them like a copy machine. They take your original, make a new, modified copy, and you have to save that copy to a new variable. See how the original myString stays exactly the same.
All right, now that we've got the golden rule down, let's actually start using these things. First up, let's look at the methods that just change how a string looks.
Let's start with the absolute basics, .upper and .lower. They do exactly what they sound like. You get a brand new string that's either all uppercase or all lowercase. This is like step one for making all your text data consistent.
Okay, but what about all that junk at the beginning or end of your text? Extra spaces or symbols. For that, we've got another super handy tool.
And that tool is .strip. It's just perfect for cleaning up things like messy input from a website form. Here, you can see how easily we just shave off all those exclamation points from both ends of the string. So clean.
Let's look at a really practical, real-world example. Imagine you're writing a blog post, and you just quickly type out a title, not really worrying about the case at all. Now, what's so cool about capitalize is how smart it is. It doesn't just make the first letter uppercase. It actually forces every single other letter to become lowercase. So it automatically fixes all kinds of messy typing, which you can see perfectly in that second example.
Okay, let's move on to our next set of tools. These are the ones that help us dig inside our strings to find stuff, replace it, and break the string into more useful little pieces. The replace method is such a workhorse. It just scans through the whole string, finds every single time a piece of text appears, and swaps it out with whatever you want. Here, both times we see Harry, poof, they become John. But, sometimes you don't want one big, long string. You might actually want a list of all the individual words so you can work with them one by one. And this is where .split is just amazing. By default, it just looks for spaces and uses them to chop the string apart, giving you back this nice, clean list of words. This is so useful for processing sentences.
But hang on, what if you don't want to change anything? What if you just need to know if a certain word is in there, and if so, where is it?
Well, find gives you a crystal clear answer. If it finds the word, it tells you the exact index number where it starts. And if it can't find it at all, like with was in the second example, it just returns -1. It's basically saying, nope, not here. No guesswork involved.
All right, for our last set of tools, we're not going to be changing the string at all. Instead, these methods are like little detectives. They ask a question about the string and just give us back a simple true or false.
So for example, a really common task is checking user input, right? You want to make sure someone typed in their name, not a name with a bunch of numbers in it. And .alpha does exactly that for us. The string welcome is all letters, so we get true. But the second you add those numbers in, welcome 00, it immediately flips to false. Perfect for validation. And it works the same way for all sorts of checks. We can instantly verify if a string follows a formatting rule, like is it entirely lowercase? Super simple. So let's just do a quick recap. We've basically just built this awesome mental toolbox. You've now got tools to change how a string looks, to clean up its edges, to find and replace words, to split it into pieces, and even to ask it questions. We've seen how to fix messy titles, how to clean up user input, and how to break down sentences. So the only real question left is, with these new superpowers, what text problem are you going to go solve first?